Good afternoon, everyone. I am so excited to bring you the next interview in my Be Good to You video series with my sweet friend, the daughter of one of my most favorite people. I have gotten to know Miss Whitney, and I am just absolutely floored by her story. She's 19 and she single-handedly changed the direction of her health. Let me tell you, at 19, I would have loved to have done that. I thought I had several times over, but I didn't. So anyways, without further ado, Whitney, thank you so much for taking the time to share with me today.
For having me. I'm really excited about it.
All right, well, let's get going. So I know in your whole 19 years of wisdom, you do have a story. So share with me your health story and how you weren't being good to you and if there was anything with that.
Okay. So, when I first noticed that I was gaining weight, I was about 10 years old, and we had just found out that I was hypothyroid, like my mom and my brothers and a lot of people in our family. And like right when you hit puberty, you just start gaining weight and gaining weight and gaining weight. And so I was trying to do everything I could. I was trying to be active. I played high school softball since I was 12. I played for our junior varsity. And I mean, when you finally get out into the world of sports, you start realizing that, hey, you can't do things as well as other people because you're bigger and you don't know why you are. And you're just in that crazy hormones. You don't know what's going on. And you're just comparing yourself to everybody. And so, I mean, from, about 10, 12 years old, I've been the heavy kid. And that continued until I was about 16. So that whole adolescent going through puberty, it's just a rough time to begin with. But when you're overweight, it's even worse because people will judge you and they will make fun of you all the time. And it kind of puts you in a dark place. I've struggled with anxiety and depression and suicidal thoughts and all that fun stuff that goes along with it. And so when I was 16, almost 17, mom started Optavia and she started losing weight. I'm telling you, she turned into an entirely different person. There was a lot of weight loss, but there's a lot of mental weight that she was able to lose, and that she just started thinking totally different. And I remember telling her one day, I was like, Mom, you're just happy. You just seem happy. And I don't know why it took me so long to want to be happy too, because I really didn't start until I was 17, and I was like, you know what, why not? We're just going to try it. And so I started during softball season, and I lost maybe 30 pounds. And then I was like, well, that was fun. I think I'm bored now. I'm gonna stop. I'm a teenager. I want to be able to do whatever I want. So I'm done. And I gained about 30 pounds and some more back. And then I was like, oh, well, maybe that was actually a thing I should do. So I tried it again, and so far we've lost 85 pounds. And there's a lot of mental weight that's come off with that as well. I don't know. It's just been crazy difference. And coming from everyone telling you, you know what, if you lose a little bit of weight, you could run faster. I mean, when I first started playing softball, my coach told me if I just hit home runs, I could jog around the bases if I wanted to, because that's how much I hated running. And so it's just been really incredible seeing how all of this changes you for the better. And it's just crazy to realize, people don't know what they don't know. I didn't know what I was doing wasn't working and that I wasn't doing the best for myself because I just didn't know. It was how I was raised, and it was how my mom was raised. So we just didn't know. And so being able to have this opportunity to change my life and to hopefully change everyone else that I come in contact with is just a crazy thing to think about.
Well, thank you so much for that insight. And you're right. It's not it's not just the physical weight that changes people, it's the mental weight. There is so much baggage that we hold on to, that we create and we bring into our current reality, right? And I'm sure you've heard the phrase, you know, your past called and it has nothing new to say. And I am so glad that your past has called earlier than most. So it's really fun to see just how you have transformed, not only physically but mentally as well. And so I'm just really encouraged by that for others to hear this message, right? And so with that being said, so what I'd like to know now is, what daily habits and well-being practices do you do now to be good to yourself?
So now I try to use, you know, the four major pillars of Optavia. Um, I try to eat the 6 times a day. I try to drink the water. Doesn't always happen, but you know, it's a work in progress. And you know, trying to be involved with the healthier community, because you are like the 5 people you spend the most time with, and when it's just kind of a difficult thing when your teenage friends don't really understand what you're doing and why you're doing it and why it works. Um, and I try to exercise as much as possible. With working a full-time job, it's kind of a little hairy in some situations, but I try to make it work as best I can.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, you know, so to wrap this up, so in your 19 years of wisdom here, what advice would you give to others to encourage them to be good to themselves?
Know that it's possible. Um, when you struggle with depression and anxiety and just all of those things, you it's easy to get trapped thinking that this is what you deserve and that you're not good enough for anything else. And it's so hard to just believe in yourself and tell yourself that you're worth it. You are worth it. And I just want people to know that people, they don't realize how much value they have. Like, it doesn't matter what you do, you have value. You're here for a reason. And I just want people to know that it's possible. It's I'm 19. I did it. It's nothing that's unattainable.
Mm, I love your heart. I do. I love your heart. And with that, I'm gonna end it on that because it is so true. Everyone is worth it. They just have to realize that they have worth, right? So
Right.
I am blown away by you, Missy, and I am so excited to continue watching you grow into just an amazing young lady. You have so much to offer this world, and I cannot wait to see what you do with your life because I'm on the Whitney train of hope. So I'm just I'm just tickled pink to have done this interview with you. Thank you so much for taking the time to share your thoughts and your struggles. And I look forward to seeing where your life takes you.
Thanks. It was really awesome. I loved it.
All right, Miss Whitney, I will see you on the flip side. Take care, honey.